Hello to anybody out there watching right now. I'm just doing a little bit of a hey, what's up, Parrothead? How you doing there? I'm doing just a short little live stream today. Figured I'd maybe do this for a couple hours. Thought while I'm doing my artwork, I might as well talk to you guys as while I'm doing it. And show you what's going on in the book here, in case you haven't seen what's been going on our live art streams. Hey, what's up, Low Spec? Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Thank you for showing up. Just working on this fight scene here. I've got just a few pages left to go. And then, we're going to be sending the black and white off to the printers to get our proof done. And then I've been working on coloring as we've been going along, but I still got some more coloring to do. So while we're waiting for the proof to get done for the black and white, I'm going to work on coloring, lettering, and some other various parts of the project so that we can have it out in a timely manner. So I picked up, I was watching this French artist who does the BD comics, and I've used this pens before, but I just forgot about them. And I asked him what kind of brushes he was using, pens he was using, and he told me. And I just ordered these from Amazon. Oh, no, I didn't order from Amazon. I ordered them from Monotaro. It's like the Amazon of hardware stuff in Japan here. And they arrived yesterday, so I'm putting them to work today. I love them. It's easy because I like using the inkwell and all, but this way I don't have to keep on dipping my pen in the inkwell. And even though it's a smaller brush, I'm able to control the strokes more. So I'm just going to work on trying to finish up this page here in a couple of hours. I should be able to. And then, move on to the last scene of the book. Yeah, it's been a journey. But I feel like as I've been going along, I've been getting better and learning more things. So, it's all process. I hope you guys are doing good out there. I won't have any guests on today because it's going through YouTube. But I'm going to do more of these just like solo live streams when I'm inking for the rest of this project. And then save Sunday nights for like the group chat shows where I have people on the panel. Yeah. So this one's I wish I would have had these pens earlier. They're just so much easier to use. It's weird like how you use a billion and one different things when it comes to your artwork. Sometimes you just forget about certain materials or brushes or pens that you've used in the past, and then you'll see somebody else using it. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. There is that I've just that utensil that I've forgotten about. So I'm hoping that these will quicken up my process because I really need to finish these black and whites up within the next 2 days. And I think at the pace I'm going right now, I could do that. Well, what's everybody up to out there? Hopefully you had a good weekend. Stayed out of trouble. What are you listening to right now, Low Spec? Yeah, I should have been using these from earlier. Oh well, live and learn. At least I know. I just bought a bunch of them too. I got like a set of 5 of them, and that'll last me for a while. Like Assassin's Creed Origin, man, I haven't played games for so long. I think I have the same kind of stance, not stance, but like reservation, like hesitation to play them, just because I know if I get started, I'll get hooked. Kind of like Gary at Neurotics. He's always like, if I start playing, I won't stop. And especially when you got, especially when you got like a project like this you're working on, like every second is valuable. And what I do have is I have my classic Half Life and Mafia. Cool. Loudness, nice. Very cool. I'm listening to Aman Amarth right now. I actually saw them when I was in Tokyo. When I went to the Knot Fest, I saw Slipknot, Korn. Who else was there? Amon Amarth, Man on a Mission. There was just like a huge lineup. It was great to see Korn live again. That was a really fun show. But yeah, this is cool. I try not to get too detailed in my work, but I always find myself getting caught up. Oh no. Yeah, but it's weird. Like during the whole process, I'll find myself because I look at a lot of artists and I studied a lot of styles, and then I'll find myself like at some points I'll be like Mobius, sometimes I'll be like Frank Miller, sometimes I'll be doing like some Kent Williams stuff. It's just a whole smorgasbord of things. Sakewich. Um, yeah, and I always have like some I think his name is Teixeira. I got his stuff nearby. I really like this Wolverine run that he did. Really gritty look, which is kind of what I'm going for. So I've got these comic books on hand, just like a lot of inspirational material around me while I'm working with stuff. Yeah, I really haven't uh, put up any kind of like notices for this stream. I just did it on a whim. I figured, why not? Why not share the experience with you guys while I'm working on this? So as far as fighting poses are concerned, I've got like a ton of reference materials that I'm working with, but even though you have a ton of reference materials, there's not just that one shot. Like this pose right here, you kind of like a lot of it's imaginary. You just got to work with what you got. And I think that, using your imagination with it gives this kind of, I don't like to use actual models for stuff too much, because what happens is you end up looking, referring to the picture too much, and it doesn't allow you to get, you know, that kind of fantasy look to it. Not fantasy, but like it doesn't belong to this reality. If you're working too much from like model pics for me, it starts looking too much. I refer to the picture too much, and it's too tight. This allows me to be loose. A couple days ago, I was listening to Condition Green, classic 70s Japanese Okinawan rock. Yeah, you're all about that, man. You know your stuff. Like sometimes for me, for like drawing, I have to have a certain kind of music on that just allows me to like. I don't want to understand all the lyrics. I don't want to be So like some nice good old heavy metal allows me to kind of like zone out because I can't understand everything they're saying. So like it's difficult to listen to like an audio book or something like that because you're concentrating on the story. Mind you, it depends on what kind of painting or artwork you're doing too. Like with this stuff, I'm doing a lot of really like detailed work. So I find that if I'm listening to doing detailed work, I can't really listen to an audio book or something because my concentration goes there. So listening to some heavy stuff allows me to just kind of like zone out and go into that world, the world of the picture. There we go. Yeah, I think this is fine for her head up here. I'm not going to work too much into it. All right. So as you can tell from my probably the bottom illustrations here, I don't know if you're looking or not, if you can see, I try to keep my, yeah. Oh, D drive. Okay. I try to keep my sketches really loose. So again, I'm not just coloring in, but I'm doing some improv along the way. And I might start doing something detailed and then just completely like work on detail and then go like, no, let's just make it all black. Or the opposite, start working details like, now let's make it all white. Just depends on, you know. I think that's the great thing about doing all the artwork by yourself because it allows for that kind of freedom. Whereas if somebody was inking my pencil work, they wouldn't have any choice but to paint within the lines. Yeah. Oh, cool. D drive. I'll have to check them out. Yeah, like late as of late, I get like hooked onto like one group, and I'll just listen to their whole discography. Like, just listen to a whole bunch of Mastodon. Now I'm on a moth. I'm sure I'll go back into my Tool phase, Slipknot phase, but I really ought to give some of your Japanese rock more of a chance. Yeah. I should start getting down to working on these figures below. Just go back and touch up things there later if I want to. I will white this part out up here though. I find that I'm using whiteout way too much within my pictures. I need to stop doing that because that means I'm not concentrating on my lines as much as I should be. I'm using it as a crutch, but oh well. It's because I don't have the Control X button. Yeah, I know. I should. I'll get around to it. I promise. All right. I'm going to go down and work on these guys now. And I've got another one loosely sketched underneath here as well. Okay. Oh, I've got that option. Oh, wow. Didn't know I had that. Yes, I've got this one basically the top part of this almost done. Well, done. And then below here, I've got another one. It's very, very loosely sketched. So I'll go back in there and sketch over it one more time in blue. And then what that does is it pops out some of the details that I want to focus in on. Gives me like some groundwork to work with. All right. Actually, I've already done the blue pencils on here, so I'll just go ahead and work with my nib. Clean up my area. So I've always got like a little thing here to clean off my nib. That way, if I don't, I might have like an excess amount of it. I used to have a bad problem with that, with it dipping onto my picture. So I've got my system where I shake it off with the inkwell. I go over here, take off a little bit of excess, and then I go in there and start drawing. So in this scene, we have first of the first fighting second of the first. And again, nobody has names in this book. It's all their titles. If you are interested in supporting our campaign, there's a link in the description. Or if you want to, if you know anybody who would be interested in, backing some independent creators, go ahead and spread the word. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I need to pick up my speed. This. Although I do enjoy the live streams with the group chat very much. I really love them. But sometimes I'm like, okay, I just need to concentrate more on the drawing. These kind of streams right here help out a lot. Yeah, it's like action poses as well too. Like, of course, there's a ton of stuff you can look on the internet, but there's also these kind of, this is kosher. They're all dressed up. There's these action pose books that I found here they sell in Japan. It's great. It's got all kinds of crazy different poses. So right now, I'm looking for like a jab pose. Though I did find some great ones on the internet, I wanted to kind of use this resource as well. There's just so many resources out there to use that, it used to be the other way around. Not enough resources. So you're always trying to take your own photos or get people to pose for you, which I should get back to doing that. There we go. So look, there's some great jab punches right there. Well, actually, not jabs. These are pretty much, these are, what was I doing? Okay, there we go. Ah. So yeah, this way you could get, I'm still early in my comic career, so I know after time I'll be able to do this stuff without even looking at it. But for the meantime, I've got to look at a lot of resources. Yeah, this book is great, though. See, I did it. Darn it. but I'll take advantage of this. I haven't actually used my brushes for a while here because I've been using these ink brushes. Which these have a different quality of their own too. You know, it's not all about just like using one resource. There's a ton of them out there. And not just resources, like supplies, different kinds of pens, markers, inks. I mean, I've got like tons and tons of artwork, like materials that I've never even touched, but I've got them there just, you know, in case. I just got finished with the first episode of Cobra Kai. That's really cool. Johnny's awesome. The only thing I really can't find in here is people blocking punches. They're all just getting punched. Nobody's putting up their guard. Oh well. I basically know what it looks like, but I'll get a reference photo just in case. Thank you guys for the thumbs up there. Yeah, I'm not expecting, I haven't really put the word out here for this, so I'm not expecting a whole bunch of traffic today, but just felt like whoever found me would find me, and if you saw it in your notices, then it'd be nice to see if you drop on by. What was that? Yeah, I'll just use that one. Was there a new Assassin's Creed coming out? I think it takes place. Where was it at? I saw a preview for it somewhere. Was it like Native Americans or something? I can't remember. But again, welcome to everybody who's out there watching. I'm still working on pages for the campaign that we've got on Indiegogo, Anti-Steampunk Western. You'll find a link in the description if you're interested in checking out our project or backing it. Oh yeah, during the Crusades or something like. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. The Crusades. Yeah, I've never played any Assassin's Creed. I think the last video game that I played, this is such a long time ago too. The last video game that I played was like during college, Counter-Strike, because after I finished college, I moved straight to Japan, and uh, I didn't have any game system in the house that I lived in. It was basically unfurnished, just had, well, not unfurnished, it had like the basic living essentials, but if I wanted like, a DVD player or anything like that, I had to buy it on my own, and I was like, eh, I was too busy to do it. I don't know. At that point, like for me, gaming was a social thing. I would like go out and like find a group online or with my friends, and so when I was just by myself, I didn't really see any urgent need to do it, and I was so busy adjusting to life here that I just kind of gave it up and never really went back to it. But I see people playing it; it looks fun, but I've just got too much to do now with this comic book and other art related projects. So maybe somewhere down the line, but I would, as far as like games are concerned nowadays, I would be a complete disappointment. It's funny when people ask like, what was your favorite game to play? I would still say stuff like Super Mario 3 and Pac-Man. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't want everything to be like extremely anatomically correct too. Like working from your mind allows you to have some liberty with proportions as well. Okay, okay. Ninth century Baghdad. Yeah, I noticed there was some um, the setting definitely looked like it was back in those Zork, more like a medieval era. So that's probably why I was getting mixed it up with some other things. I hope it's good for all you gamers out there. I'm going to put in some. I feel like I should work with this punch angle here and throw in some like diagonal. Just like big blotches of black ink on here. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I should have one more too. Why not? Let's try it out. If I don't like it, I could just take it out later. We actually had a typhoon coming. We've had two typhoons the last 2 weeks, but neither of them really came here and did any. They went off to Korea or China, but they're pretty big. It just got a lot of rain last night, man. But no crazy winds or anything like that. But I imagine more over towards the western side they got it, or yeah, western side, over towards Fukuoka. There we go. Actually, I'll throw it up on Twitter real quick that I'm drawing. Why not? Why not? Here we go. Down. All right, back to drawing. Yeah, I think I like those black streaks here. With inking like this, you don't have any Control X button, so it takes a little bit of guts to. I mean, you could always use whiteout, but the problem with using whiteout is that it gets, well, not lumpy, but you get a layer, you get a texture to it, and sometimes that could be difficult to apply ink to in a whatchamacallit, accurate manner. It's a little bit hard to control your ink. So you want to kind of like not rely on your whiteout as a crutch, but sometimes I'm going to give this a thick, oh shoot, ink on my hand. There we go. I don't know why I'm using this. Well, actually, I know I wasn't using this brush. There we go. Whoosh. Oh, thanks for that, low spec. Quality guy. Pardon the, I'll press. Alrighty. I always think back to Jay Lee and his work with X Factor. I love the really crude, rough look that he got with his pictures back then. There's something when he goes digital, I just don't like it as much. His his work that he did on the X Factor and things just blows it out of the water. All right, let me do this right here real quick. So have you guys been checking out House of the Dragon? I really enjoyed that last episode a lot. And I wasn't going to give this series a chance at all because of what happened with basically season 7 and 8. Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Oh man, that's way back in the day. Uh, I listened to them in high school. It's been a while since I've done one of these live streams on YouTube like this. It's definitely a different feeling than doing it with like having like a whole bunch of guys on and chatting about things. I like both of them. Oh, I still listen to X Japan, man. I love X Japan. But yeah, they're one of the groups. I originally found X Japan whenever I was watching Clamps X, the anime, because they had like Forever Rain. I think it was the ending song, and that's how I first found out about them. And yeah, at that time they were still big in Japan when I came over here in 1998. I mean, they're still, people still know who they are now. They're still relevant. But yeah, they're definitely the hairspray 80s rock band, eh? I love their stuff. Still singing at karaoke after I've had a lot to drink because you don't sing X Japan if you're sober. Oh yeah, Blue Blood. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So that's the thing when we're working on a page like this, I'll work on several parts at the same time. But I'm going to start going down and working on this bottom part. I want to finish this page and maybe another 2 or 3 pages today. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up there. That's something that whenever I'm doing a stream, like, it's weird because when I have a whole bunch of people on and we're all talking, I don't notice things like I don't notice comments or likes or how many people are watching. But whenever I'm doing this solo, I pay more attention to it. Weird. It's weird, man. But thanks to all you guys, I've gotten over the 200 subscriber count. Of course, I would love to get up to 1,000 someday, but I have to put my work in to get that done, which is going to include a lot more live streaming, um, some shorts. I don't know about well, maybe um, time lapse videos, maybe art. I don't know. There's more things I'd like to do with the channel once this first comic book is finished. But again, that's down the line. I'd like to invite people on to draw with me as well. I mean, Matt Kitty Draws came on. He's come on a couple times. So I'm going to dry this white out. Oh, thanks, Space Echo. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think this one's coming along quite well, this page. I wasn't like on Sunday night. I was just so exhausted. The work I was doing, I felt good like while I was working on it, but afterwards I looked at the work and I was like, man, there's so much of this I need to do over. It just doesn't pass the test. I'm gonna have to pop off here. But I take a little break here in about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. But then I should be on. I'll be back and working. I'll probably be working until about 3 o'clock. That's my goal. I need to redo some of this figure. Yeah, the sketch isn't. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Again, welcome everybody here watching and hanging out. Thanks for the likes. Or I don't know if I have my dislikes function on. They automatically change that stuff on you. No, it's an option there. Yep. Good. I don't want to be biased like that. If you don't like what I'm doing, tell me. Harsh, like constructive criticism is the best thing for an artist. Well, not just artists, for any kind of profession. Let's see. Right. Yeah, that looks better. All right. Yeah, this is going a lot quicker than I was expecting, which is good. Whew. Yeah, I wanted to be done with this a long time ago, but there's just so many things that I've encountered I, that have kind of, it's a learning progress process. The more I do, the better I'll get. It's just about, you want to be at a certain level when you're doing work, but you can only do the best that you're capable of at that time. You can't do, better than that. So you just got to be patient and, oh, hold on one second here, guys. Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that. A little bit longer than I intended, but that's the way life works sometimes. Hello, Greg Gregory. I had a my daughter came home from school, so uh, I had to help her out a bit with things, and then yeah, now she's all set, ready to go, and I've got classes here at about. My classes start at 4 o'clock, so at 4 o'clock, I will. Well, probably around the 3:15 mark, I'll have to head out. Greg Gregory, is this you any relation to the Mr. Greg Gregory? Oh, we brought some music. Here we go. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, hey, Mr. Greg Gregory. Didn't know you were lurking there. How you doing, bro? I'm just doing this kind of impromptu one here, real quick. Got these new pens in the mail, so I'm trying to utilize them today. I've used them before, but I just kind of forgot about them. Like Daenerys forgot about what's his face, the fleet. Whose fleet was that? He forgot about. Yeah, everybody's doing fine. Everybody's doing fine. Actually, the wife is feeling the daughter was under the weather 2 days ago. Now the wife's not feeling too well, and I'm thinking that it might uh, pass over to me next. I'm hoping not, because I can't afford to be sick right now. I got to get this done. But I'm pretty much speeding through the Iron Fleet. Yeah, whose was it though? It was what was the brother's name again? Oh my gosh, Tyrion and his brother. Why am I blanking out of the name? Euron. Thank you, Euron Greyjoy. So, what did you think of episode 4? Missed you on Sporkings. I really enjoyed episode 4 of House of the Dragon. My favorite of this series so far. Because to be honest, dragons are great and all, but what makes it, what makes the series the best is just, the story, the things that the mystery behind the characters, intentions that we don't know what their intentions truly are, the plans behind plans behind plans. Oh, really? Second? Oh, yeah, yeah. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it on the first viewing, so I wonder what it's going to be like on the second. I haven't had time to have a second viewing out of it, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed how they gave King's Landing more. It was crazy. They gave King's Landing more personality than all of Game of Thrones did, in my opinion. Like you got to see just in those short little snippets, you know, acrobats, performers, a lot of debauchery going on. It just felt like that the city was alive more so than it was. Maybe it's just I haven't watched Game of Thrones in such a long time. I've forgotten, but it just felt like they portrayed the city really well. Yeah, I had to split halfway through Sporkings. I had classes this morning. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's got some energy to it. I didn't like what I did on Sunday night. I went back and looked at it. It was just too messy and too confusing. So I'm really trying to simplify it here. Yeah. She's got her, and I changed that too. The initial sketch was like that. Then I had to throw her body into it. Well, that's the thing I like to do whenever I do my sketches loose. That I could go back into them and work into them if I'm not feeling good about it. See, because in the comic it describes her the first well this character that's blocking right here, and that scene that I drew last time, it describes her as giving jabs. So I'm trying to show her just like setting the girl up for a takedown. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, so I wasn't having anybody on today's show. I was just going to do a quick, maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hour YouTube stream, live stream. Because like having you guys like watching the chat and doing this at the same time, it kind of gets me. I feel like I get more done this way. Like I work quicker. No, you're not a distraction, man. I don't know what it is. It's really. Oh, okay, man. Well, have a good one. Thanks for dropping by, bud. No, you're not a distraction at all, man. I don't know what it is. It's like whenever I'm doing like just like the regular old ones, like just like a Wolverine or a Batman or something, it's easy. But whenever I do this comic book stuff, for some reason, it gets a bit more difficult to do it while I'm live streaming at the same time. Practice makes perfect kind of thing. But thanks for stopping by, bud. Always good to see you. Yeah, you're too sexy. I'm too sexy for my voice. Too sexy for my voice. Oh, sexy. It hurts. That's why you got more subs than me. That sexy voice, man. Yeah, I'll be able to work on this for about another 30, 40 minutes. I'm going to have to pop off. But again, thank you everybody for dropping by. Sorry I was out of there for a while. Duty calls. Welcome everyone, though, who's out there watching. Apologize again for the sudden departure, but I'm back now. I'll be here for about another 30 or 40 minutes. Then I gotta get ready for my English classes. Again, for any of you who might not know, this is work for ANTE Steam Junk Western, the comic book that I'm working on, that we've got a campaign going currently with 22 days left on Indiegogo. If you are interested in backing or supporting it, making donations or giving a comment, sharing it, liking it, discussing it, then check out the link in the description. Oh, that finger's messed up there. This is what happens when you don't do the sketch right ahead of time. Oh well. Let's try to find a good hand here. I got a ton of hand references here, so I'm just trying to find a good one. That should work. There we go. I should have this picture done within, if all goes well, by the time that I finish this video. So this character, her clothes are too big for her, so I've got to try to make them look baggy. Yeah, these pins are a lifesaver. There we go. All right. Let's draw this hand in here. That's better. All right, let's draw this hand in with a pencil before we start going and blubbing around with it with ink. You got to be careful with. You can like get away with stuff with clothes and other aspects of the picture, but when it comes to hands, you got to make sure that they're spot on, or feet. So it's always good to have a good reference, or set it down in pencil really well before you start thinking it. All right. Let's see what I got here. I don't like that. Oh man, I don't understand why that's doing that. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Here we go. All right, gotta find some good references. I just know what it looks like. This is where a better understanding of all your anatomy will come into hand. Again, it's always a work in progress. Well, there we go. So that's what I want it to look like. That's better. That's better. No, it's not. Because that way the hand arm is facing. There we go, that's better. Something I learned that with using whiteout is if you want to do pencil drawing on top of it, you cannot use colored pencils or the colored lead. You got to go with your plain pencil lead. All right. That's better. All right, that hand's looking better than before. So I want her to look like she's jumping back here, just avoiding that punch. Oh no. Oh, darn it. This is not drying. That's the one thing about these pins I don't like. They don't work well with these brush pins. You can't really. That'll work. You know what? I'm going to throw her leg out there like that too. I think I like it. Yeah, that'll work. There you go. That looks better. All right, this page, I'm going to put in I'm going to use this right here, and I'm going to mimic her throwing punch right here with this little tool here. And I'm going to have it go, where should I have it intersect at? Let's give a couple. That should work. All right. Maybe I can curve that just a little bit more. There we go. Awesome. Finally putting that tool of yours. I might cover up the whole thing. We'll see how it goes. Again, making decisions as I go. Because sometimes the picture will change on you as you're working on it. All right. Let me just correct this little spot right here. There we go. Again, I appreciate everybody watching. And apologize about that break from before. Thank you all for who stuck around. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just putting up the final touches on this page here. And then I'm probably going to call it a day. Well, I'm going to work later tonight. I have classes until 9:30 tonight. So then after that, I'll start again working from 10. I've got 2 pages that I want to work on tonight. My goal is to get both of those done. There we go. That's looking better. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up there. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was an impromptu stream. I just felt like I had a little bit of time to work with. So before everything kicked off today, I wanted to, the classes. So it might be nice to get some artwork done. I mean, I was planning on working on stuff anyways, but just felt like, might as well air it live while I was doing it. And again, if anybody's interested in checking out this project, links are in the description for the Indiegogo page. And yeah, still got about 22 days, I believe, 21, 22 days left of the campaign. A campaign which a lot of the story is about one of the characters portrayed here. Not the one throwing the punches, but the ones taking the punches and blocking them. She's the first of the first. The first being the strongest, the man who has proven his weight in battle and in exploits. There we go. Awesome. All right. I think I'm going to finish working on this one. Yeah, that looks good. I'm feeling it. Hope you guys are liking it too. There we go. Action scene page. I wonder if I should do some kind of something back here. Probably could. Let's try that. Yeah, that'll work. Since this comic is going to be done in black and white and in color, I have to make the black and white just as engaging and dynamic as the color. So I'm really like relying a lot on the contrast with black and pure blacks and pure whites. All right. I'm going to be calling it quits here pretty soon. So again, thank you to everyone out there who popped by the chat, the stream, gave a like, give a shout out in the chat. For everybody out there who shared the stream on Twitter, other social media networks. Thank you to everybody who's backed our project so far. And I'm going to go come back and start working on this again on a different spread tonight, probably around 10 o'clock my time here in Japan. All right, so we get this part down here. All right. I think that is it for this one today. Let's try it off. All righty, I'm gonna call it a day there, people. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Here's the last look at the picture for today. Oh, thank you. What do I call it? I don't. Aussie as Smart Multi-Layer. Thank you for stopping by. A name for it. Well, I don't really have a name for it, but I can tell you who my influences are. Like, of course, Frank Miller. I also like Jay Lee's old stuff. Bill Sekovich, or Sekovich, or however you pronounce his name. But I work in physical media. I work with inks, brush pens, and micro pens. I do color as well. What I do with the color is, and this is still a work in progress as well. Let me give you some examples real quick. What I do is I take the pictures here. I go into a laser printer. I print them onto thick stock paper, and I either work in acrylics, inks, watercolor, or gouache when I do my coloring. For example, these are some, and this is all physical media on top of the laser printed. Yeah, it's a tricky method of doing it, but yeah, you get like actual artwork that you can sell afterwards, which is the advantage of doing it. Like there are disadvantages, of course, of doing it this way, and advantages of doing it this way, but able to get a lot of good quality work from these. But I apologize, I have to head out now. Thank you for stopping by. If you want, follow me. I'll put my link up on Twitter here. Of course, you can subscribe to this channel. This is my link on Twitter. This is a link to the Indigo campaign. And here is also a link to my Instagram. My Instagram page, I put a lot of my artwork up there. Hold on one second. Get the profile here. Yeah, so if you want to keep up with my work, my progress, you can check out these pages. Yeah, I'll be working again on this since I'm assuming that we're in the same, basically we're just an hour off. I'm over here in Japan right now, so I'm assuming you're an hour ahead of me. But I'll be doing another live stream tonight where I'm getting all the black and whites done first, and then I'm going to start doing coloring next week. I've already colored like several of the pages, but I need to still work on a good portion of them within the next 2 weeks. So while I'm coloring, I'm also be lettering as well. So yeah, come check it out tonight if you're interested. Again, yeah, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. But thank you again, Mr. Grant, for throwing out the word to your friends there, man. I really appreciate it, bud. You've been such a big support. But I don't know. I think this is also influenced, my style is influenced from printmaking classes that I took, woodblock prints, linoleum prints. I think a lot of it comes from my linoleum prints. So I would do a style like this, and I would actually etch. I would carve that out for linoleum or wood. So I think that's where a lot of this kind of style comes from as well. There's just a bunch of influences. But again, thank you for everybody for stopping by. I'm sorry I have to cut this short, but I can get ready for my classes here that start soon. But yeah, thanks again, and I will talk to you all later. Again, I'll be on later tonight, probably 10 o'clock Japan time, I guess 11 o'clock p.m. Aussie time. But if you want to stop on by then, I'm going to be working on another action scene. Here's the initial sketches for it. I'm going to go over those in blue sketches during my dinner break. That way I can start inking them at 10 o'clock. My goal is to get another 2 pages done today. If I work at this rate, I'll have everything done within 2 days. But thank you again, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.